Hey guys, welcome back to the European Roundup Season 2 with your boy Robin, just Robinho on Twitter. Welcome back to Top 4 Podcast's European Roundup show. It's good to be back. It's good to be saying those words again. Like always, and especially from last season when we're covering Europe's top leagues, looking up who's on the up, who's on the low, who's in the high, and definitely who is in the mud. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We hit our target of 100 subscribers last season. This year, we are trying to do that in quadruple the time. So let's get to 200 subscribers. Help us share our content around the YouTube space. And with that, let us begin. For Season 2, I decided to start expanding the little studio that I have regarding Europe. Obviously on the wall, I've got my 3 favorite European teams representing, but there will be little changes here and there as the season goes along. So if you want anything to be put on my wall for Europe, let me know. Get back to me, put in the comments below. First of all, starting with the League of Talents as always, the French League, where Lionel Messi has graced his presence in the Parisian land, but is his team coming back from a defeat from the hands of Lille last season? And that answer is a resounding yes. PSG, even though Messi has only played roughly around about 50 minutes, have been on a rampage at the start of the season. 5 wins on the bounce, 0 losses. They are trying to gain their French crown back after losing it to Lille, with their recent performance of 4-0 win against Clermont and Kylian Mbappe being on the score sheet with wonderful strikes. Even though he was almost going to Real Madrid this season, he's decided to still continue his form in Liga and show why he is one of the best strikers around in Europe. Will he replicate this form going to face City in the Champions League? Let's see. However, the French champions Lille have got off to an appalling start, only having 5 points from 5 games, with their recent loss coming against Lorient in a 2-1 loss to them. It seems that the champions have come off the hype and now they are losing track of the league leaders PSG. However, it's still a long season to go. Will they pick up and try and get back to the top form that they once had last season? Let us see. In the second place, we've got Angers with 11 points. We've had a decent start to the season. 3 wins, 2 draws. Even one of those wins coming against Lyon in a 3-0 victory. Will they be the surprise challenge? Maybe, maybe not. But we do have to give props to them that they've had a good start and they're the ones being closest to PSG. Now on to La Liga, where a Messi-less Barcelona is having an okay form, but a little bit struggling. But the Madrid clubs are continuing on from last season with a surprise twist of Valencia. Real Madrid made an emphatic return to the Santiago Bernabeu with a 5-2 win against Celta Vigo. A hat-trick from Karim Benzema and a debut goal from Eduardo Camavinga led the Los Blancos to an emphatic win and return of the home fans to their famous stadium, which is looking good by the way, even without a roof. Will Real Madrid continue this form going into the Champions League against Inter Milan? We are wait to see. However, we cannot count out the Spanish champions. Atletico Madrid, the red side of Madrid, have got off to a good start this season, 3 wins and 1 draw, with their recent win coming against Espanyol in a 2-1 victory, with a last goal from Thomas Lemar. Both Madrid teams look to have had a good start and continue on their fine form, but they also have a surprise third package. Valencia are the surprise opening package for La Liga this season, with an emphatic 4-1 win, continuing on their fine forms with a 3-0 win, a 1-1 draw and a 1-0 win at the start of the season. Are Valencia going to challenge the top teams this season? Are they going to be the ones that takes the crown away from Madrid? Are they going to be the ones that take over the place from a Messi-less Barcelona? Let's wait to see. Even though they didn't play, it seems that Barcelona have found their new star, potentially in Memphis Depay, who's gotten off to a relatively good start with them, gaining the goals and with the national team. Is he going to be the one that replaces Messi in this side? Is he going to be the one that saves them from national embarrassment? Let's see. On to the Bundesliga, where you have to ask this simple question. Is there going to be someone that challenges Bayern Munich's dominance of this league? Is there going to be someone that ruins the reign of terror that they have on this league? Maybe, because there's someone that's surprisingly on the top. Bayern being Bayern, having taken RB Leipzig's defender, midfielder and their manager, have beaten them 4-1 in emphatic style, still showing who Lewandowski is, still showing that they are the main team to beat in Germany. What more can I say about this? They have such a grip on everyone's teams, pickpocketing each and every one, and they still come out looking fantastic. I would like to say they did have a valiant effort at getting the goal back, but it was all in vain because Bayern Munich, for the whole 90 minutes, showed once again why they are the biggest team in Germany. In what could have been the game of the European weekend, Borussia Dortmund 4, Bayer Leverkusen 3, and what a goal fest this was. Erling Haaland still showing that he is a robotic machine, put away all the goals that he needed to do, including a penalty, which was received by a few booing fans, and one Jude Bellingham catching a little beer to have a sip before realising he might be underage, so he managed to put that cup down. Nonetheless, it looks like Dortmund are on the way back up from last season. Even without Jadon Sancho, they're still to be pulling the strings. Can they catch Bayern Munich? It is something we need to wait and see. I did say that there was a surprise package at the top of the table, and that team is Wolfsburg. Wolfsburg are the only team in Germany to have 4 wins, 0 draws and 0 losses, 12 points, top of the table, and with their recent win 2-0, it looks like they're going to be the team to beat at the moment. Will they beat Bayern Munich? Will they beat RB Leipzig? And will they beat Borussia Dortmund to the Bundesliga title? I don't know about that, but it shows that there are some promises that could happen and some surprises that could be in the Bundesliga this season. Something to wait and see. And now on to Serie A, where all hell has broken loose because all the big boys have left Serie A, and now that crown of who's going to be the team in Italy is looking to be a fantastic one. The Italian champions Inter Milan were held back to a 2-2 draw against Sampdoria. A fantastic free kick puts them ahead, but Sampdoria put them back not only once but twice. They thought that they had the lead after half-time by Lautaro Martinez, but Sampdoria got the goal back and they were held up to the end. That puts Inter Milan in 4th place with 7 points. On to the red side of Milan, AC Milan, who got a 2-0 victory against Lazio, albeit they did miss a penalty. The red side of Milan are putting on a good start of the season, 3 wins, 0 draws, 0 losses. They are looking to get back to that crown of Serie A champions. They are also back in the Champions League this week against Liverpool, which seems to be a big game, albeit the last time they played Liverpool, they did win the Champions League, and the time before that, they lost it on penalties. So there is a bit of big rivalry going on there between the two big European clubs. Can AC Milan visit Anfield and go away with the 3 points? Something to wait and see. I do say teams are in the mud, and one team that is definitely in the mud is Juventus. It seems that Juventus without Ronaldo are having a huge struggle winning games, with the recent loss coming towards Napoli in a 2-1 defeat. Both goals can be called a blunder, one by the goalkeeper and one by a returning Moise Kean, who unfortunately headed it towards the goalkeeper, which means that Napoli could pounce on that and gave them the winning goal. Juventus are in trouble from my eyes if they don't pick up the form that they once had last season. But it seems that losing Ronaldo might have been a big thing for them, especially not replacing them in time. Finally, we couldn't mention Serie A without talking about the returning Jose Mourinho, and within his 1000th game as manager, got the 2-1 victory in the last minute, and in classic Mourinho style, ran all the way down to the pitch to the fans. And in the Stadio Olimpico, the fans are quite far, so he ran like a good 100 meters to get to the fans to celebrate his win and his joyous return to Italian football. This team sits top of the table with 9 points. Will Mourinho once again conquer Serie A? Well, this is something to see, but it looks like he's enjoying his time in the Italian capital. Now I'm going to introduce a new segment which is called the Mini Roundup. The Mini Roundup is all about talking about what's going on in other European leagues in a shortened style so that we just focus on what's the main points and what's going on with them. Starting off with the Eredivisie, the Dutch league, PSV Eindhoven continuing their fine form, 4 wins, 0 draws, 0 losses, 12 points, with IFC Ajax just being just behind them on 10 points. 3 wins, 1 draw. Seems that PSV are trying to challenge them for the Dutch title. Seems going to be an interesting race. Let's see what happens. In the Primeira Liga, the Portuguese league, Benfica continuing their fine form, 5 wins, 0 draws, 0 losses. A perfect start with 15 points, with Sporting Lisbon and FC Porto behind them, both on 11 points. It looks like Benfica are the ones to be challenging for the title this season, but you can't give up on the other two. The big 3 race is always something to look forward to in the Portuguese league. In the Super League, the Turkish league, 4 teams are at the top with 10 points, but it's Besiktas that lead above all of them on goal difference. And finally, in the Scottish league, after a shaky start, it seems that Rangers are back on top with 12 points, 4 wins and 1 losses, while Celtic are still trying to get their feet and trying to catch up against their bitter rivals. And that's it for this episode of the European Roundup. Thank you for tuning in always. I love making these videos for you guys. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and always let me know what you want me to talk about in terms of Europe. Like I said earlier, I'm redoing the studio, so there'll be bits and bobs added to it. Please let me know if you want to add anything to it, and if I think it's cool, I'll put it on. As always, my name's been Robin, and this has been the European Roundup.